Okay, this is part two of showing off my Autoblog generator. And the last video I talked about the TKM generator, so we can actually figure out which keywords we need to write about in order to rank. And in this video, I'm going to show you the process of auto writing articles for your website. So I picked this tier 2 keyword as my blog. So local maps optimization, copy that. And come over to here to articles, and I already put it in and selected my website. So once I drop my keyword in here and pick my website, I just have to fill out a few things here, and then it will be ready to run. So the first thing to show you is in the statuses for this, it goes step by step by step as it writes this. So it fetches the SEO information, it generates me an outline, then it generates me the article, and it generates me the images for the article, and then finally it uploads this article to WordPress. So it goes in steps, and my first option here is if I want it to do all the steps automatically, or if I want to run each step one by one. So normally I just go ahead and I run this. The next option is if I want it to scrape YouTube as well as Google for information. So in this case, local maps optimization, I think that'd be a great one to scrape YouTube for. You can see the ones that I ran recently. This one I didn't scrape YouTube for. You can give it additional links to scrape if there's an article or blog that you want it to include information from. You can also give it an article bias. So for example, if I'm comparing, I'm writing a blog comparing my product versus somebody else's product, you can put in a bias that says my product is better. Or if you just, want any sort of bias here towards what you do or your product, you can input that here. So for like example of, you can tell it, always make the argument that the earth is flat. Image density is how many paragraphs in between each image. So default is set to 2, but I like to set it to 3 because I don't want a ton of images. Inside of WordPress, I've already declared my author, my category, and the outlines, titles, intros, conclusions, and excerpts that I want it to write. These are prompts. So I'm saying, when you write a title, write it between this many characters and this many characters, use this many words, so on and so forth. So these are just the instructions on how to write the outline, the title, intro, conclusion, and excerpt. Okay, and that's all I need to input. So once I start running it, it's going to output this SEO info, then it outputs me an outline, eventually it outputs me the entire article, and then it starts making me images for the article, and at the very end, it will upload it to WordPress and give me the WordPress ID for that post. So let's run it. To start it, just hit Get SEO. Also, publish setting here I skipped, but I can have it upload as a draft or just go straight to publish if you want. So for this example, I'm just going to upload to draft. Okay, so as soon as I select that, it begins working. It takes 5 to 8 minutes roughly to generate the whole article. And then maybe an additional 5 minutes to generate the images, depending on how many images it is generating. Right now you can see the progress is set to in progress now, it's running. One thing to note is I selected the info outline number 1, and this outline is set to dynamic, which means that my system will figure out how long this article needs to be. It's not a set length where I say, hey, always write 3 points or 8 paragraphs or do it in this format. It writes the format for me dynamically based on how much info there is about this topic and how much needs to be covered so that it's thoroughly covered. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pause the video until this SEO information updates. Okay, so the initial SEO information, remember that was step 1. Now we're on to step 3. Initial SEO information has been returned. So let's check this out. Okay. So the search intent for somebody that's searching for, local maps optimization. Search intent says users are seeking guidance strategies how to improve visibility and ranking of their business on local map services like Google Maps. Content expectations, we expect this article to be detailed steps on optimizing Google Business Profile. And then it went in and it scraped down my competitors and what they're doing. This is the title of one of the competitors. Here's all the H1 tags that they have in their article. Then we have another competitor, their title, the tags they have in their article, and so on. Then it gives me this SEO keyword cluster. So these are all the keywords that my article could potentially rank for. Here's all of the SEO questions that hopefully this article will answer, and then some SEO headlines. We scrape down this information. So the difference here is sometimes it invents information. It writes its own information based on what it knows, and other times, like a price for something, it needs to scrape that directly. We don't want it to invent the price. We want it to figure out what this exact price point is for this thing. So it also scrapes exact information if it's needed. Okay, so then the next part is done. It's written me an outline for my article. It's given me an H2 tag. It's telling it how many words to write in each paragraph. It's given me the list. I'm going to have an HTML table with 7 rows in my article. H2 list, H2 list, H3. So this is the outline for my article. And it has not written the article itself yet. So you can see all of those things are here in these different columns. And so now I'm just waiting. It's running. It's generating the article now as we speak. So soon this will have updated. Give it another few seconds. By the way, this whole thing took, to get the SEO completed, it took maybe 2 to 3 minutes for that. And now it's running the title, intro, article, and so on and so forth. Still in progress, still generating an article. Okay, I'll pause it until, oh, there we go. Okay, it's done. Okay, so title. Scroll down, see what title it recommended, generated for me. Local maps optimization, boost your business visibility. Okay. This is the intro that it wrote for me. Is your business invisible on local maps? You might be missing out on crucial leads. And this is the article. Now it's written in Markdown, which I convert to HTML as I upload it to WordPress, but this is the best way to write it in here. This is the article. Again, it's going to format correctly inside of WordPress. Here's some questions and answers, how to use this effectively, ensuring citation consistency, audit existing citations, case studies that it wrote for a local flooring company in Miami, and a conclusion with some final words, and this frequently asked questions where it answers the most common questions, and then a quick excerpt. Okay, so that is done. The article is written, and now it is generating these images. So over here, it's going to be generating 3 images for my article, and those are going to go, it's going to put them I think I put it to 3. Every 3 paragraphs, it's going to put me an image. So I'll pause it until these images are done being uploaded. Okay, so it has generated the images. Let's take a look at these images. So this image is titled Best Practices for Local SEO. And these are AI generated images, so they're not perfect, but they look pretty good. You know, if you look at this map carefully, you'd realize that's not like a real map, but let's see. That one looks really good. See if there's anything weird going on here. Okay, this window back here got messed up. You can tell that this text is not perfect, but most people aren't going to zoom in that close. Again, text is messed up. I think this image might be the best. So how this works is whatever image is the best, you just slide to the left, and whatever image is on the left, it uploads. So this generates you 4 images to choose from, and then you can upload the one that you like on the left. And you can also re-upload if you want to. So again, the map looks a little weird. looks a little weird. That one doesn't look too bad. Okay, I think I like the third one. So just drag this one over here. And okay, and then here's the last one. It's called Local Maps Optimization Boost Business Visibility. I think that one's probably the best so far. Yeah, let's go with this third one. Okay. So the 3 images for the article are finished here. So now if we scroll over, we'll see it says image gen started. 1, 2, 3, 3 images. Okay, so this is ready to get uploaded. So you can notice there's no WordPress ID. I'm gonna come over here and say article upload. So I'd like to show you, this is inside my WordPress for ground up websites. And these are the articles I've already written. So I'll just show you one of them. This is 100% written with AI. Builds me a table, puts my images in there. It's comparing these plans, 3 images for this one, and it answers questions about Moz Local, Moz Pro, and then shows my other blog post down here. So let's see, it says upload is done. So let's refresh and see if it came into WordPress. Yep, came in. I set this one as a draft here. So all I have to do is preview it. Let's check it out. Okay. Local Maps Optimization, boost your business visibility. Written by Ryan Russo, June 25th. Remember, we read this, Business Invisible on Local Maps. Here we go. Here's a table, tips. See how it does bold? That's using the images we selected. On-page SEO practices, off-page local keywords. Yeah. Okay. So this is a case study of a local company in Miami. Another Miami. Interesting. It's just 2 Miamis. Final words. Okay. So let's see how many words this is without the title. Okay, roughly. Word counter. Okay, so this is 2,300 words written for this blog with virtually no time invested. So yeah, this is a really well-written, SEO optimized post that we just wrote together, 100% by AI. And then over here, okay, so this is upload done. So then the next step for me would be go back over here, select a few more, copy these, head over to articles, and then I could just paste these in. Hello? Oh, I know why it didn't show up, because I have it set to only show these websites, but that's because I have this filter on. But yeah, I could just paste in 10 of these right here and hit Q, and it will, I can hit this Q, and it will just go through and do all of them for me. So one more thing I wanted to show you is there's some case studies that are done on this software and what it's capable of doing. So there is one company that has been doing this since November. It's June, so about 7.5 months. They've created 2,433 articles, and it wasn't exactly this, but it averages out to be about 400 articles per month. And for them, they had some months where they did less and some where they did more. And these are the results they achieved. So mind you, they started in November, and I want you to see this. Okay, so November, here, they were getting about 1,000 visits a month, and this is June. June, they are already at 722,000 visits for June on their website. They're ranking for almost 80,000 different keywords. So that's, let me show you this here. This is what we're talking about, these keyword clusters, okay? This is all the different keywords that you can rank for from this one article. And we know the search volume, we pulled that down. We know the difficulty, we pulled that down. Let's just go check on that real quick. So this was local maps optimization here. So keyword difficulty is 11 and volume is 40, but we're able to rank for all of those different keywords to some degree. And yeah, that's what this company is doing, up to 722,000 visits in June. So that's what's possible with this if you're willing to set this up and run hundreds of SEO optimized blog posts per month. The last thing I'll mention, that my blog is not like super pretty. I haven't really finished, like this is all messed up. I haven't finished the design of it, but these designs can be completely templatized. So this is a template in and of itself. I just didn't finish the template, but it always will look the same way. So you can look at this one compared to this one. It's on the same template. So you don't have to worry about any sort of design. Once this is published, it always looks good as long as you do the template once to make it look good. It doesn't matter how long it is or how many images, it will always expand to be the size that it needs to fit this, fit your articles. So anyway, that's it. If you have any questions, let me know.